I'm busy making a chaotic treehouse defense game where you and your buddies try to defend your treehouse from your sister and her friends. But I have a slight problem. I don't know if this game will actually be fun. So I'm going to try to prototype this game within this first devlog and showing you guys exactly what I've done to prepare myself. I spent majority of the first day honestly just mapping out everything that I might potentially need. From, the actual animations, the tile set, the basic enemy, creating the basic enemy spawner. So it's not very exciting, but it's something that needs to be done just to keep me on track. So here's a quick timeline of me just going through everything. At this point, I was really scared of the art. So I spent a lot of time in the first week actually drawing out what the characters look like, learning Aseprite, and of course creating tutorials on how to make something similar. And this is what I came up with the different versions of the boys. Following my success of creating the boys, I thought, you know what, since I'm already doing really well, created 4 boy characters, let's make the sister and her friends. I mean, how difficult can it be, right? Well, a little bit more than you've realized. Slightly different ratios and, the designs, but I'm pretty proud of how they turned out. Let me know down below if you guys agree. And finally, we cannot forget about the mom. Obviously the star of the show, right? The reason why the game is what it is. But I really like the way she turned out. And of course, besides just making these idle animations, creating them, also have talking and walking. So we'll be showing that off in a future video. We have 2 spawners, and in the middle we have the ladder zone. If they hit set ladder zone, the entity should despawn, as you would logically lose a life. So if I go ahead and press play, it should spawn a whole bunch of nothing. Yeah, that's not supposed to happen. I don't know what I did wrong. Okay, wait, give me a few minutes. Yeah, cue the epic coding montage. No, where am I kidding? Let's just hit play and see what happens now. Okay, cool. So we have our guys spawning. I think things are slightly off-centered, but we can see according to the logs that they do spawn in the right spot. Okay, so now that we got a very basic side of it, I wonder if I should try from this point, implement a bit of like a health system and maybe spawn per wave. Yeah, honestly, I'm not sure what to take my game further from this point. I don't think it's worth animating things just yet. But I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think. Let me put some more thought into it and see what week 3 holds for us. I've been putting a lot of thought into how I want the game to look and feel. And as you can see, we have 4 colorful squares which will reenact the boys. And from this point, I've decided that it'll be a pretty cool mechanic if you can pick up one of the boys, change them if there is multiple, and place them on the treehouse to perform different actions to prevent the enemy waves of girls from reaching your ladder, right? But there's a few bugs that I've just discovered. Like if you place the boy on the ladder zone, you can no longer pick up the boy. I think it's just a layer issue, which I'm not too sure how to fix right now. But this is where I'm currently at. Got some more logs, tells you which boy that you pick up. And from this point, I want to go ahead and create potentially the different areas that you have to drag into the boys into. Let's say this will be our shooting block. This one will be like a slowdown block. And then based on those blocks that you'll just put them in, it will activate and start dealing damage to the waves of enemies. It's currently 11 PM and still week 3. But I've been working on some pretty cool things for the game. We have a weapon slot. Said weapon slot turns on when you drag a boy onto it. Takes some time to activate, but your character will go ahead and actually shoot the bad guys spawning, and their stamina bar obviously decreases the more you interact and shoot the bad guys. And it's your sort of job to micromanage said boys and switch them in and out. I'm not too sure exactly how this will play out just yet, but I think it'll be quite fun for you to at least do something in the game besides just watching your game idly shoot, and obviously upgrade and unlock new slots, maybe have longer spawn time, maybe each boy has a better perk, longer range, more damage, but we'll cross that road when we get there. Have you guys ever gone down a rabbit hole? You do one thing which gives you an idea for another, and it just doesn't stop? Well, that was me with my current information on the screen. Top left we have which wave you're on, how many enemies you have left, the time that you survived. Top right you have your life that updates. I first had it as 3, but I would lose the game on the first round. So I've been slowly but surely updating the information on the screen as I went on. And in between each wave it tells you how many seconds that you have left. So that's currently the game. If I do go ahead and lose all my life, there isn't actually a way to lose the game just yet, let alone start it. But I think I'm gonna call it quits for this week, and we can do some very basic UI for the next one. Future me coming to you live from editing this video. If you guys have been enjoying the video so far, please go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, and of course comment down below. It really does help me with the algorithms and show me that you guys enjoy this content. So let's continue back to the video. What a productive day. I went out, believe it or not, touched some grass and saw a bunch of South African bands playing live, which was really cool. See the clip after this. But we went ahead and added some really cool UX designs for our main menu and our game over screen. So you can now go ahead and actually hit play, start our level, and of course exit if you want to close the app. But if you go ahead and actually run out of any life points top right, you'll get a quick game over screen that says exit and retry. But from this point I want to go ahead and actually build my game and give it to my friends who test it and let me know if they like the idea, and of course if I should continue it. It might even be in Discord if you guys want to come past and join and play it there. What?